Hey guys, Project-Zodiac here. I'm back with another video, and this is another 4K Blu-ray unboxing. And as you guys can see, it is for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And this was a movie I was so excited for because the first one, Into the Spider-Verse, is just amazing. I just love that movie so much. I would not say it's my favorite, but it is definitely in the top three. Um, but yeah, so I was just so excited for this, and this is technically part one since Beyond the Spider-Verse is supposed to be part two, as they announced when they announced this movie. And I got a couple of things I gotta say about this, but I also have a bunch of stuff I gotta do today. So, and it's already like 11:30 still at night. So I'm gonna make this video a little bit shorter, and I'll just leave my mini review, my thoughts on this without spoilers at the very end. So got this beautiful picture of all of these Spider-Men and women falling through the sky, chasing after Miguel and Gwen. Then we've got wow, sorry, not chasing after Miguel. Wow, chasing after Miles and Gwen, and then we've got Miguel like reaching out for Miles, and then we got Spider India, I think, and then Peter B. Parker and the baby. So it's a pretty cool. I really like this cover art, not bad. It includes over 90 minutes of extra. We've got Easter eggs, deleted scenes, and more. The best Spider-Man film ever made. We'll talk about that. And here's the sides. And then here's the back. So you guys can pause this and read it. And okay, you've never seen anything like it in your life. We'll talk about that. And then here are the special features. Okay. So, yeah, no, I got a lot to say about this. So let's just quickly take a look at what's inside. Also, I did buy this along with Batman Mask of the Phantasm. I've had them for about 2 weeks now. It's now September 27th. I'm unboxing them back to back. I already did this. Definitely check this out, my unboxing for this. So that's already done and up. I'm uploading them a few days apart from each other. I'm only unboxing this now just because I've been really busy and I just set some time aside right now to unbox it, but I've had both of these since they came out, which was around the same time. So, yep. Okay. So, here we got the case. It's not very different from the slip case. And now let's take a look at the disc. And also, if you guys hear like noises around me, it's just my dog. He has to stay in the room with me right now. So, all right. So here we've got this beautiful Blu-ray disc of Miles and Gwen sitting upside down. That's pretty cool. And then we got this beautiful artwork of Miles in a different universe for the 4K disc. And this just makes me think of like classic like Ultimate Spider-Man comic covers. Like this is just so cool. I really like this artwork. It doesn't really represent the movie much, but I love this artwork. It's really cool. This one kind of does represent the movie a bit, so I can't complain too much about it. But yeah, both of them are fantastic covers, honestly. So the movie came out. I was really excited for it, and so here's the thing. I don't fully agree with this. And in fact, I prefer Into the Spider-Verse more than Across the Spider-Verse. The reason why is, well, we'll get to that in a little bit. So some quick complaints, again, no spoilers about this movie. They basically gave you the entire movie in the trailers. There was very little surprises, very little shocks. Only like here and there was like a few, like a little twist or not, but you can kind of see it building up to that. So in some cases, it like I'm not gonna say it's predictable because I didn't notice it at first. I kind of like noticed some stuff was going on. I'm like, hold on, what's going on here? And then I'm like, oh, okay, so it is going where I'm thinking it's going. Um, but that doesn't really make it predictable because I was picking up on these things as the movie went on with it. So, which is really, really good. I love that. That was genius. But basically, nothing big happens in this movie, in my opinion. It is really just literally the entire trailer. The trailer shows, all the trailers just showed this movie basically everything. It just left out some action scenes and then some dialogue, and that's about it. However, one thing that I do think is really cool is that there was multiple versions about it, and I think the version I saw was the second version, and you wouldn't know which version you're getting in your theater, but so yeah, when I watched it in theater, I believe I saw the second version, because afterwards people were like commenting like, "Oh, I saw noticed this," and then when I watched it again, I noticed this, um, and people made like a thread about like the differences. So it seems like I did see the second version, which I think is what the home release is based off of. Um, and it's not very big differences. You guys can look up the differences. It's literally like 2 seconds extra here, or speech bubbles here but not here, things like that. So it's not too different, and a lot of people do think that the second version is better, which is what they included here. Although there was a few things from the first version that a lot of people wish they didn't remove, but still. So it's not even like an alternate cut, I don't suppose. Just yeah, I don't know, it's just slightly different. But overall, I thought that it was pretty good and it was fantastic. And the best part about this movie for me was Miles' determination to be who he is. And the villain I thought was just a wild concept. I'm like, I watched it with a friend who had seen it before, and I'm like, so this is gonna be our villain, isn't it? And he was like, yep. And I'm like, amazing. And then as the movie goes on, I'm like, oh crap, this villain's dark. So it was just really, really good. And then I also do think that, like that was one of the best things. Miles being determined to be who he is. The villain I thought was pretty cool. Miles and Gwen had a fantastic relationship. And it built up the lore a little bit, but all of that was just literally thrown at you in the trailers. So it really feels like there wasn't a lot of substance in the movie, and the people making the trailers just were like, let's just throw every cool thing in as much as we can and leave like a few surprises here and there for the movie. So if it's upsetting because of that, and it's one of those things where I'm like, well, I guess I can't be watching the movie trailers anymore because they're spoiling everything or make it very predictable for me to go and watch it. Not just with Spider-Man, but just many trailers in general. So yeah, I'm gonna stop watching more than just the initial trailer for stuff, I guess. Sometimes I guess I won't even see the trailer. If it's like for a series I like. Just because like lately people really do not know how to make trailers anymore. They are literally just spoiling the movies for the most part, such as the case for this. But one other fantastic thing that this movie does is the conversations. Sorry, the conversations that Miles has with his parents, with Gwen, with the other Spider people, with Miguel. Like the conversations are so good and so realistic, and honestly, it's really better than what happened in the conversations for the first movie. Like for me, the best thing about this is the conversations and how it's all handled, and how Miles try to be himself and prove himself to people. Um, so yeah, that is what makes this movie better. But as a movie as a whole, Into the Spider Verse is better. I just feel like this was literally just build up, and then everything we're gonna get is into the Beyond the Spider Verse. So, and that's fine, but it kind of makes it feel like that in-between movie where it's kind of like, yeah, we're just here to give a little bit more character development and then we're gonna go crazy with the next one. um but yeah, for a movie called Across the Spider-Verse, it doesn't even do that really. It's the same thing with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Like, that is one of my biggest complaints. Like, why did they do that? Yes, there's a couple of different universes, but it's not like he's going across so many of them. There's only like three. Um, so I don't know why movies right now are hyping up multiple universes in their movies, and then they literally only show like four or five, and it's like super quick. Like, it's just, it's really upsetting that the movie studios are doing that. But yeah, my last complaint is that there's no big "What's up, Danger" moment in this movie like there was in Into the Spider Verse. The biggest scene that is similar to that is, and this is in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling it. It's Miles telling Miguel, "Nah, I'm gonna do things my own way." That scene, that was pretty cool, except that there's no like epic music on it, and it's just like super quick. There's no like, they don't let you stay in that atmosphere, and but it's really really cool. So like it's the closest thing that we get. Like, What's Up Danger scene is like this cool, and I'm gonna do my own thing is like up to here. So it's like it's almost there, but something is missing for that scene. Um, and I think it was a vocal track. I think if they put a vocal track on it, if I'm remembering it correctly, because again, I only saw this when it was in theaters and I haven't watched it since. And again, it's September 27th now, so it's been about a month and a half, maybe two, since I last saw it. Um, and I only saw it once, so yeah, it's just missing that moment. So from what I remember correctly, that specific moment, there is no vocal track. It's just an instrumental, and it's a pretty good instrumental, but it it should have had a vocal. And if I'm wrong on that, I am sorry. And if that was the case, they probably should have picked a better vocal song. um, because yeah, I don't even remember it that much. Just the conversation itself, though, again, because the conversations in this movie is fantastic. Um, so I really love that. So yeah, I do not think that this is the best Spider-Man film ever made. Um, I think Into the Spider-Verse is in my top three for sure. But in number one, it's the Tobey Maguire trilogy, and then No Way Home. Those four are tied in number one. And then Into the Spider-Verse, I think, would be my second favorite, or third favorite. And then I really like the Andrew Garfield movies as well. So yeah, it's an interesting mix. But yeah, guys, that's all really I had to say about this. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about Across the Spider-Verse. Do you agree with me? I'm excited for Beyond the Spider-Verse, but I hope they don't screw it up like they did in some aspects regarding Across the Spider-Verse. But again, this movie's still fantastic. So let me know your thoughts, and I'll rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night, everyone.